Hello YouTube, we're back again. This is day 4. I am positive it's day 4.
Yeah, it is day 4.
And we've seen 3 shows today, 4 shows really already, and we've seen another 3 later on today. So it's a bit of a long day today. But having said that, we split up for the first show. Again. I went to see Psychodrama, and Jane went to see...
As I was going to say...
You've got no idea what you were going to see.
Yes, I did, but I just wanted to get the Cecil Beaton's Diaries.
We'll do that. That'll be the next video after this. So, Psychodrama. Now, Psychodrama was at the Traverse Theatre, and it was for an hour and 5 minutes. Again, and we're not quite sure where this one came from anyway, but initially we were both going to go and see it, but with the clash it didn't really quite work. I'll read you the little bit synopsis and then I'll tell you what I thought. We've got a gripping, at times hilarious, matter of opinion, revenge tale about an actress in her 40s under investigation for the murder of a theatre director, set against this backdrop of a stage production of Hitchcock's Psycho. Emily Bruni from Peep Show. I don't really watch Peep Show, so anyway, but plunges into a dark heart of show business, nominated for 2 off West End Theatre Awards. Anyway, that's sort of it. And it was pretty full. It was, I would say, it was almost sold out. There were 2 or 3 seats at the side of me, but I think the rest of the theatre was full, so it was a big theatre. And it was a very simple setup. It was basically her sat on a chair. She did stand up occasionally, and all of it was done with her acting and some sound and some smoke. That was it really. So very simple set, and it came across as a monologue. And while I think she performed it really, really well, and it could be that I just really don't like monologues, I wasn't engaged.
All right,
A couple of times I looked at my watch really, and the poor girl did the best that she could, did a really good job in one sense, you know. But it wasn't the business about it being hilarious. It wasn't hilarious. The guy sat outside of me, it almost seemed, some of it seemed like a bit of a joke. Now, I didn't know whether it was part of the theatre, but I didn't get some of the, if you like, in-theatre jokes that were there. He was laughing on his own, so a full audience, and there were a few titters every so often, but generally it was not hilarious.
Was he the only one sort of like laughing out loud?
When he was laughing out loud, he was the only one laughing out loud, and I sort of thought, well, actually, okay, I clearly don't get this. Is that an in-joke? It was was what I came away with, really. Can't really fault the performance. I thought she did really, really well. I'm going to say that it wasn't for me, and I don't really want to give any of the plot away.
Oh no, don't.
Really. But clearly, it sold out on the 11th, so it is selling well. If it sounds like your sort of thing, go and see it. Wasn't for me. I'm going to give it 3 stars. Okay. Shall we do yours? Shall we do these 2 together, or shall we?
Yeah, we can do.
You can do, and then.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not prepared.
Okay.
Hang on, chaps. Page 260. Sorry, I didn't have my page ready.
Sorry, that was my fault, because I did originally, right at the beginning, just say that we were going to do them separately, but anyway, I'm filling now, so...
I do know what page it is, it's just I've got to read it out.
What I should do, I should tell you when it's on. So, as I said, it's cool. Traverse 2 in Traverse Theatre. It's not cheap, 22 quid a ticket normally, but there are a few concessions. Let me just pick a day. 22 is full price, £17 concession. Child is 15.
Oh, right.
I think that's quite expensive for a child, to be fair. And a student is also 15. Sold out on the 11th. It's on every day apart from Mondays. So the 8th, 15th, 22nd is not on. The 2 for 1 day is the 9th, and it's on right the way through to the 28th, and it's on at 1:30 in the afternoon. Having said that, that's not when I went to see it. Right, okay. That makes me think, all right, check your timings, because it's on at different times, right? There are 5 different timings depending on the day. So sometimes it's 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1:30, 4 o'clock, and 8:30. So you've got to make sure you check your timings if you're going to go and see it. Okay, so how was Cecil?
He was very good. So, in fact,
go to that, shouldn't I?
Yes, but it was another.
Oh, but you said you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just showing you. That's the flyer. The gentleman who was playing Cecil.
You won't be able to see that, darling.
Oh, won't they? All right.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
Oh, right,
I'll put a picture up.
I'm going to read off the back of this actually, because there's a little bit more than is in the programme. So it's called Cecil Beaton's Diaries, which rather gives it away. For the first time ever, the diaries of photographer and designer Sir Cecil Beaton are dramatised for the stage to accompany his most iconic and lesser seen photographs and designs. Beaton's society portraits flattered their subjects, his diaries did not. His wartime photographs showed his versatility, his diaries exposed the cost. Even his triumphant designs for My Fair Lady never stopped his doubts, and his passion for Greta Garbo found fulfilment only in his writing. Blisteringly funny and at times deeply moving, with appearances ranging from the Queen Mother and Elizabeth Taylor to Churchill and Capote, the diaries paint a self-portrait of the 20th century's most compelling dandy. Which, I think, sums it up rather well.
Can I just, I know you're going to start saying, but would you actually see photographs?
Yes.
So there's multimedia in that sense?
Yes, I would have been going on to tell you that.
That's me told.
Yeah, so this was a one-man show, one-person show. Richard Sterling. And so he, came on dressed, obviously, in a suit and the sort of summer hat that Cecil is often depicted wearing. And he did. It's 55 minutes, and it was pieces from the diaries. And it was beautifully done. A very simple set, 2 chairs. He had an old Rolodex. That's the wrong, it's a Rolleiflex, isn't it? Sorry, I'm talking about the desk diary when I say Rolodex. Yeah, so it was the old box camera that he had. And so he...
Oh, Rolleiflex.
Yeah, Rolleiflex.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, I know, I realised the minute I said Rolodex, it was wrong. So he had that as a prop, so every so often he, sort of... in fact, I think he started, he just picked somebody in the audience and was giving instructions how to look, how to sit, and he was sort of taking photographs. And he did that several times. And... yeah, it was. I mean, love his photographs. I have never read his diaries. It made me want to go and read his diaries, because his comments from the sort of the 30s onwards are just really interesting.
Is he pithy?
Some of his comments about people are pithier than others.
Right, okay.
He was very funny about Catherine Hepburn and the Burtons, the Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton,
right.
And a couple of others. So it's his commentary on people throughout, plus his personal life. And he had his heart broken a couple of times, and he displayed the emotion really well. And I really enjoyed it. You've obviously got to maybe have an interest in those photographs.
See, I don't know that much about him. Really.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he famously designed the costumes for the stage production, actually, and the film of My Fair Lady,
which is
they are iconic. They are, and they are iconic. But he took pictures of the late Queen Mother when she was Queen. And interestingly, I didn't know so much about the photographs he took during the Second World War, and he was sent by the War Office all over to China, North Africa, then over here, and more places abroad. And he said in one of the diary clips, there was an exhibition, and he didn't realise he'd taken so many photographs at that time. So we saw a few of those, but it's his celebrity photographs that he's most well known for.
I mean, I asked you earlier, would I have enjoyed it, and you said no.
Well, only because you don't. I mean, unless it's somebody that you maybe know about and
I'm interested in,
and you're interested in it. And I would have said you knew a little bit about him, but I don't think you would have been that interested.
Was it busy? Was it full?
I think there was between 20 and 30 people there.
How big was it? How big was the room?
It could have taken more.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It could have taken more.
And so the makeup of the audience?
Women. No, there were some men there. Probably. Oh gosh.
I'm sort of saying, is it our sort of age, or is it younger?
Yeah, no,
or is
it
old,
wasn't young. Yeah,
right,
no,
okay.
it was definitely older.
Right.
Older.
Okay.
But a mix of men and women. And a lot of us, we laughed. There were laughs because of what he said about people.
Did he pass the 6 laughs test?
Yes, it did.
All right, good.
There were lots of smiles, but there were laughs.
Yeah.
And it was very simply portrayed. But like I said, he delivered it very well. And in fact, the Richard Sterling, the actor, did some very good. He's a good mimic. He did a very good Noel Coward.
So when's it on?
It is on. Well, it is at Greenside at Nicholson Square.
Literally across the road.
Yeah.
So I had to go miles and missed the bus this morning. And Jane literally had to. If we could have jumped out the window, you'd have been there in 30 seconds, wouldn't you?
Right. I was rudely interrupted there. So Greenside at Nicholson Square Lime Studio, venue 209. And it is on at 10:15 in the morning, 55 minutes, as I said. And it is £12 with £10 concession between the 8th and the 13th. And the 15th to the 20th and 23rd to the 27th. Actually, I've just noticed it is then on at 12:40. And it is £14 with £12 concession.
Even so, it sounds reasonable.
Yes, it is.
So it's sort of going price for a Fringe,
I mean, if you know a bit about Cecil, you like his work, you're interested.
Then it's a good.
It's
a good watch.
Yeah. So I would give it a very solid 3.
Solid 3.
Solid 3.
Great, good stuff. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye bye.